Welcome back to another episode of SportsLime. Today we're starting off with the Bundesliga. Having take us into the Bayern Munich 2-1 victory.
So yeah, Bayern Munich come away with a good 1-2 victory away to Gladbach. We didn't beat them away from home since 2019. Always the bogey team for Bayern. So
Since 2019.
yeah, beat them away from home. So I think we beat them at home last year, but I think it was at least 7 or 8 matches away from home. When I look at the tactics, Tuchel I think really improved. The first half was horrible. Gladbach set back, they parked the bus. There was no room, and to be quite frank, Mazraoui played a real bad game. He got a yellow card, and Tuchel take him off at halftime and bring on Lima, and he changed the whole game. He changed the tactics. He makes Sane, and he bring on Gnabry, and he made them play wider, and he stretched the defense. And actually, the goal come from that because when Kimmich City run and Sane run behind, he was able to get the ball free. On multiple occasions, Sane was free, and he decided to shoot instead of pass. I'm sure if he had passed one, Harry Kane would have scored, but I think the team played actually good in the second half, and I surprised because I'm not a big Tuchel fan. I'm not a fan of the type of football he's play. He's not uber attacking, but I think he make a really big difference in the second half. And I have to say, it was probably one of the stablest defensive performances I see from Bayern on the counter for the last 5 years.
Take note, Imran. Take note for that Champions League.
Yeah. And I would say the rest of the Bundesliga, again, Bayer Leverkusen impressed. They win 5-1.
So win again. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so they're actually on top. Goal difference of +9, Bayern is +8. And then Union actually lost to Leipzig, 3-0. Leipzig come on the win. So yeah. That's actually a surprising result. I was expecting Union to get something from that game, especially with the kind of form that they have. Union Berlin. And the biggest shock at the Bundesliga this weekend was Heidenheim. First time in the Bundesliga. Come back from 2-0 down to draw with Dortmund at home. Dortmund was at home to finish 2-all. So I don't know what's going on with Dortmund, but this is looking good for them right now. And that Champions League group, if they play like that, they'll concede plenty.
So Leverkusen top of the table with Bayern, Stuttgart, Leipzig. All right.
Stuttgart had a big win this weekend too. And I must say, big up to Matis Tell, scoring 18 years old, scoring the winner for Bayern.
Real Madrid, Jude Bellingham again at the death 2-1 victory over Getafe. We could have win more. Getafe keep up, pull out everything from that in front of that goal, boy. But Jude with a tap in. There was a shot from Lucas Vasquez. Keeper parried. Keeper could have do better, man. He parried center the goal and Jude just run and tap it in.
He make his biggest mistake with the last play of the game there. The goalkeeper.
The goalkeeper, yeah. He played real good at that, but he parried center the goal. You can't do that.
Yeah.
And Jude living the life. 5 goals in 4 matches with an assist. The only other man to ever do that for Real Madrid is Cristiano Ronaldo, and we know how he career turned out. Barcelona struggle away to get happy.
Wait.
No, Osasuna.
Before you jump to Barca, my boy Kalu was throwing some talk and he was mentioning that Madrid, as usual, was being assisted.
Well, Kalu say so, but I didn't see none of them things that Kalu's talking about.
He's not here to defend himself, but at least I could raise the point.
The man shared two pictures. I don't even know where the pictures come from. If it's from that game.
So it was the goal at Joselu score, right?
Joselu, right?
Right. So the corner come in, they defend the corner, but I mean it was 2 people jumped, the ball hit somebody's shoulder, hit somebody's chin, it rolled out. Then somebody had it and it dropped to Joselu and then he scored the volley. So I don't think it had no big issue. I mean, the VAR look at it. They look at it for a while.
Before the ball dropped to Joselu, the centre back do some kind of dive and he handled the ball.
Right,
it was a blatant handball. The ball hit his forearm, but they keep the goal score, so they didn't give a penalty.
Exactly.
So hold on. Or let's say my partner Kalu just crying salty tears.
Well, when I get to Barcelona, you go hear about salty tears.
But
before again, I say this in one of the episodes before, boy. With all the midfield talent that we have, we bring on Toni Kroos halftime and the entire game change. I don't know what Real Madrid going to do when Toni Kroos and Modric leave this team. With all that young talent, them fellas still pulling all the strings. We struggle in that first half, boy. Toni Kroos come on and the entire game change. We take full control and Madrid deserve to win it. it was harsh on Getafe. They play good. The keeper play good, but it is what it is. Keeper should have do better with the last save, I think. Barcelona win 2-1. Who scored the first goal, boy? Kujulas. Kunde scored from a header. And Robert Lewandowski scored a penalty, albeit a very soft one. A man, he was running in the box, a man put his hand on the hip. The ref give it. But
Oh, shit.
5 minutes later, Barca defender do the exact same thing to Getafe. Not to Getafe, Osasuna. And they didn't get it. And the Osasuna man gets sent off and thing. Yeah. So it was a little controversial on that end. Osasuna ended up scoring a bullet.
Kalu ain't saying nothing about that. Kalu just
But
talk
he ain't
about
gonna
Real
say
Madrid
that.
cheating. But
He ain't gonna say that. He ain't gonna
what
say
you bringing
that.
up?
Hey, Barcelona
You can say
supporters are renowned for the selective memory.
Yes. So this
Explain that,
Barcelona
explain
supporter,
that.
let me throw the banter here. This Barcelona supporter asking today how Sergio Ramos could sign outside of the transfer window. Right? The man tell me he not trading nothing for Ramos. So mine, I have Ramos right there.
Yeah.
He ain't trading nothing for Ramos. How you gonna sign outside the transfer window if that's not illegal? And Barcelona is the only club in history to sign a player, Martin Braithwaite, outside the transfer window, signed him in March. You remember that? About 3 years ago?
He didn't do the same with Turan, and he had to wait 6 months on the bench too.
Yeah, and they do the same thing with Luis Suarez too.
Luis Suarez.
But those players didn't play though. They signed Martin Braithwaite in the middle of the season and they play him.
And played him.
They use some excuse of injury and all kind of things. Some rules, 101-year-old rule.
Because it was not goalkeeper thing what is normally used.
You see, this is why I like Ole men scientific. A man talk about selective memory, another man bring up an example, and hypothesis tested. We fail to reject the null.
Well, the La Liga table, this is how we're looking. Real Madrid top of the table. The only game that didn't play this weekend was Atletico Madrid, Sevilla. Apparently some thunderstorm. So Sevilla in dead bottom, 0 points. I feel those waiting for Sergio Ramos to come. That's what they put up the game. Let me move on here to Finchy. Welcome to the SportsLime. First time inside Finchy.
Yeah.
Some round of the La Liga. Start off with Juventus. Paul Pogba scores his first goal back from injury.
No, he didn't. Yeah, Danilo and Chiesa score. Yeah. No, Pogba was the one who put the ball in for the final ball. So he was the one instrumental in putting the ball forward. But again, it's Allegri ball, not convincing. He don't know who you want to play. It's like confusing football. Everybody out of position. So we just had to take things as is because this is his final season. We paid too much money the first time they let Allegri leave, and now we'll pay plenty more money to let him go again. So we'll let him see out his contract.
Who? Paul Pogba?
Allegri.
That's the guy.
Pogba.
Allegri.
Okay, because for me, I used to, have my doubts about Paul Pogba, but to be quite frank, the man, when he informed. Like, for that World Cup in 2018, he ran that midfield for France. He's one thing, and it's just unfortunate that he got injured when he was playing for Manchester United.
Yeah, that blight club.
And then, Ole had a bunch of coaches who played the man out of position. People decide he's a center defensive, he's a number 6. When the man is attacking midfielder, play the man where the man can play. You remember when he was at Juve and they reached 2 finals and thing? The boy had thing.
He have talent.
You know who didn't look confusing, Finchy? Inter Milan, boy.
Nice.
4-0. Convincing win.
Lautaro right now in some
Lautaro Martinez again.
hot form. Inter look like a more complete team. And then we'll move on to Napoli.
Imran, this man's son scored for Inter Milan, boy.
Yeah.
Lilian Thuram, Marcus Thuram scored.
Thuram. And he had pace and power.
And yet another target we were looking at.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he scored.
That's one only miss by Imran, boy. The boy Thuram play good. He played good in the World Cup final when he come on.
Man scored a bullet header yesterday, boy. Napoli lost to Lazio.
Well, in the case of Napoli Lazio, well, Cavazzella is still coming on for like the last 20-30 minutes. He's still getting over his injury.
Finch, all I take from this is that Inter Milan become a complete team.
Yeah.
Yeah, Inter looking
Since
Yeah,
good.
yeah,
Lukaku
yeah.
ride out.
And Milan
Inter looking
and
good.
AC Milan, once Rafael in form, they are a team to really look at.
Lukaku play for Roma in that game and he come on against AC
Listen.
Milan. And watch out. The city of Rome welcome Lukaku like he's some kind of god. You know?
You know what TV
Hey,
out?
but talking about the Roma AC Milan, Avin, you have to mention that Rafael Leao goal, boy.
Yeah.
Man threw a fall down bicycle. The man pulling down the man
The
and
man,
all kind
the
of thing,
man
and the man
body
still pull off a bicycle.
used.
But fellas, this man looking like he on edge here, boy. We have him waiting
Yeah.
around, what? 15 minutes, 15 minutes in. This is where everybody come to see. That man waiting to see this episode. Take it away, Imran. Nottingham
Well,
Forest 1, Chelsea 0.
that man who planned the last meet at 12 o'clock when I was in the UK. What kind of who does that? Clearly
Bowley?
somebody who fear talks. Todd Bowley. That man shows so much talks. Oh, what? 2-0 behind on Nottingham Forest. Them spend nearly $500 million in this season alone. And they couldn't get what? A single goal over to draw? Ridiculous.
Right.
That man cries so much. He threw it hurting, and that's why he can't come on here today. He's still crying. He's still crying.
The man
Chelsea
says
haven't
Steve Mount is
Wait.
witness.
Yes, and he was coming with a song, right?
Yeah, he really
No.
composed that song.
He says some stupidness about who was Manchester United best player for the last 10 years. I haven't answered.
Howard Webb.
Howard Webb, no?
Howard Webb.
Howard Webb.
Who was Chelsea best player for the last 20 years?
Abramovich.
Not excluding,
Roman.
not counting last year. There you go!
Abramovich.
Top of the
Abramovich.
class, dog. There's only smart man in this chat. Anyway, he thought who laughed the best. But I already told him, Manchester versus Arsenal, we were in fact the underdog. The only thing we are big is a name. They actually improved their squad. Meanwhile, with 10 minutes to go, we bring in one man like Johnny Evans and Harry Maguire. And when they come on, I was like, that's it. We lost. I don't know how we was going to lose, but they show me. I honestly see in that game.
Thoughts in bringing on those two players.
Who else you going to bring on? Martinez get injured and Lindelof was injured because I did say, you don't take off a centre-back with 10 more minutes to go. Madness.
Yeah, exactly.
But the two of them turned out to be injured. And the only man he could call upon was the man that the board could afford.
So how the game actually went? How the run of play was? Like Arsenal dominated Manchester United, or you thought it was an equal game?
Arsenal forget they was playing in a home game. We had major problems in the games before where people were just running through the midfield. That get tight. Dalot, okay. The Chelsea man did point out that Saka not having a good time, and Dalot really locked him down too. So that worked in our favor. The wing backs, the centre backs, Casemiro, even Anthony was dropping back deeper and forming a real compact back. I mean, we lost, but I still take pride in knowing that I see the team play much better than the first 3 games. And what is our offside again, Os?
Yeah, it's offside.
That is offside.
You see, they draw the red line on top of the blue line. I only see one line. Apparently, offside is offside. It don't matter by how much.
You're something like Ten Hag, but what you have to ask is how Declan Rice gets so much space in the box to take down a ball
That is
and
why it's
shoot.
100 million.
Why is Johnny Evans wrapping himself up with Gabriel Jesus?
And you know what I vex for? My number 2 pick for the Premier League is Liverpool. Liverpool, who in top form. They drop points against Chelsea, man. That was such a big disappointment. They should have beat up Chelsea.
They should have. And everybody thought Chelsea was going to win the league with that first game and all too. And look at them now.
What?
Yep.
Who thought Chelsea was going to win the league?
The Chelsea, we are back. Chelsea are back.
Why
we are going to win the league.
The
Chelsea are back.
The man's voice.
In most...
It have no team as strong as Manchester City right now in England.
Hold on, Ed. I needed to take time to address this to Finch. The only letters I seen on the wall next to your face is CHEAT. What is going on?
Cheetah.
Oh yes, I E and a R. Cheater. Not like the animal letter. More like
Yeah,
the
because
Juventus club.
Like a
Juventus-
Juventus fan.
Juventus not in Champions League because all they get deducted points
We get
again.
deducted and
Well, it's a little more complicated than that. They get dog points, then they give them back it. And then when
And
they
then
thought
they
there was
take
reaching trouble, they take it back.
Yeah.
And they qualify. Then they
Conference
qualify
League.
for the Europa Conference Cup. And they tell you with us, we don't want in there either.
Yeah.
So only voluntary withdrawal. And that's
Like
what
you
they
give a
end up.
dog a bone and you take it back to them.
Serious?
Yeah.
They make all
No,
the withdraw?
Yeah, UEFA
make
say
them
either you
withdraw.
take your ban this year or take your ban next year.
What going on with
The man
Spurs,
have
boy?
So
a trophy.
since the
Look what Spurs is.
Spurs catch a
Spurs
link
for
and all
5.
too.
Son,
Heung Min Son.
well,
was
they
his
start
name? Scoring
winning more
hat-trick.
convincingly when they take
Yeah,
Richarlison
score
off
hat-trick.
as a striker.
See, Man City cheat Fulham. Most blatant offside goal ever, they call it.
Careful what you saying, City men will start to come for you.
Start no City men, dog.
City
Have
men.
no, they
City
have
men
no
will come
City
for
men.
you. This thing on YouTube, you know, don't feel
City-
like watching.
It have
City have no
They
fans,
have no
dog.
supporters.
None.
No, it have
Everybody
one.
who's City fans just live in Manchester. Who's a City
It have
fan?
one in It have one on Facebook was commenting. He asked for an invite. Answer.
What?
I know.
He was
I know
watching
3
City
City
with Joey
fans.
Barton and thing there. You remember Joey Barton? That's City men and what's the next fella name, boy? This English centre back. Just can't remember them right now, boy.
Done.
And Don
The
Ferdinand?
Irish,
No,
the
Les
Irish one.
Ferdinand?
Richard Dunn.
Nah. Richard
Leon
Dunn,
Lescott?
Richard Dunn,
Ireland,
Richard
yeah.
Dunn. Yeah, that's
I
real
don't
City
even
man.
know who
No,
you're talking
City
about.
had no fans, dog. I know one fella in my work who support City, and I don't know how long he supported them for. For those youths out there and the newborn football fans who don't know Manchester City's history, this is his second attempt at a big purchase spending club. You know, before the Sheiks bought them, they
Yep.
were bought by Chinese. You know,
Teach them. The mouth could be
but
good.
I could give some banter for the Chelsea men, but it's difficult to watch a team spend all that money against all these. But I'm watching the team them men building, but what they building there? Them just buying names or something?
They building a team and youth men house. All our money and they wouldn't buy a striker. They wouldn't buy 2-3 pieces of experience. And by experience, I don't
who's the
mean
centre backs?
A 97-year-old
Thiago
man.
Motta and
Thiago Silva.
A 97-year-old
Thiago
this
Silva.
on Silva.
Watch out, he's so old. I taking for that
This
old
early
man.
man, he can't run. He has no speed.
But I don't even know who
What?
Chelsea keeper is.
Hey,
Who's
it's
the
better
keeper?
than keep Kepa house. This
Raya?
Mendy?
keeper, yeah. Or
Yeah,
Mendy,
Mendy.
yeah.
Who the
Yeah.
keeper is?
San-
I bet all the Premier League men go get vexed with me, but there's some kind of disease going on over there. First of all, Arsenal paying 118 million euros for Declan Rice. I don't care how good he is, he's not worth 118 million dollars. Chelsea, Manchester United
Premier
paying
League
Mason
tax,
Mount.
boy.
Mason Mount for 70 million dollars, and then they're complaining they don't have certain players. 70 million could have probably get you Marcus Thuram.
So, I might have a question for you about Manchester United. And only signed a player for 80-something million pounds a
Mhm.
couple of years ago called Jadon Sancho.
Mm-hmm.
So-
All right, yeah, I was all coming with that.
He don't play again? Like, he's not good enough?
You
Boy,
didn't
from
see-
the
you didn't
moment
see
I
what
start
happened?
back watching football, I blurt out one time, like, what's this man saying, yo? You just get 1 or 2 games from him. Like that game he sink Chelsea, I'll never forget it. But for the most part, he not showing up. And for the amount of money we spend for him, his weekly salary, dog, you're expecting something a little bit better than that.
Yeah, but Mundo, all your English clubs, all yours just buy players on hype. Eh? We paid $30 million for Eduardo Camavinga, you know?
and he was part of
30
the,
million. When all
Yeah,
the
but
talk
yeah.
for Hurricane,
You ever hear
When all the talk
a
with
term
Hurricane going
called
to
the
man.
English tax?
well, exactly, but because all this hype, the English media just hype up these players. I told them for us Hurricane worth 150 mil. You mad? But when I see Bayern get him for 100, that's a good price. But initially they wanted Madrid to pay 150. I was like, nah.
exactly.
You go wait for
The
them
age
Mbappe for
difference
150.
Premier League taxes are a
It
real
is.
thing, you know. Chelsea
It's a
signed
real
a
thing.
centre
It's
midfielder,
a-
Caicedo, for
That's
100
your-
and something
your
million
one to
pounds.
get.
Dog,
Hey,
from a team called Brighton.
Bright-
good.
This man
Get up.
never. This man.
No,
Wait,
they're
did Brighton
playing
play
this
European
year.
football
They're
last
playing
year?
this year.
I don't know.
No.
I'm asking.
No.
No, I
Right.
don't think so.
So he not.
Well, he from
didn't even
Ecuador.
play in Europe yet. He even
Well, listen
played in
to me.
Europe yet.
Chelsea needed a defensive-minded midfielder to balance the midfielder. And
But I
this
don't realize
man,
that. Remember, Chelsea not playing
No.
Champions League football either, na, or European football. So the man to play in the Premier League.
Yes,
No,
hey.
no, no.
Come on,
Dala,
super
It's
Dala.
team.
true.
I'll take back
Perfect.
Dala.
It's
Perfect.
true. It's true.
Hey. Okay. All these players are fighting to make the way in the team. They ever went on Twitter and ball, I train hard. I deserve
Well,
to
the
play.
coach didn't call him out, but the coach didn't call him
I
out
don't know,
after the
probably.
loss.
Well, Gary Bale's a
Yeah.
different story. Gary Bale is a man, say, golf, Wales, Real Madrid.
Wales. Gary Bale is a Real Madrid legend, and I'm thankful for everything that he do, but he was not professional in Madrid.
No, but imagine that man like that, you know. The man Liverpool now signed from we Gravenbach, right? Gravenberch, sorry. Every day on Twitter he jumping out, you know, training hard, playing well in thing, giving an interview. I can't get picked. Nobody want me swept. I use 2019, 20.
Nah, man. I believe players should have a social media, right? But it should not be used to talk about internal things. You should not be dealing with the club's affairs outside there, especially if it's in a
Sorry.
bad way. You
As
know?
you walk, you go and talk about your boss and you walk just so. You can't do that on social
Exactly.
media. How to go pick it out? You can't do that.
Exactly. You had to face the
Yeah.
pressure. I don't know where I'm coming with. I never liked Jadon Sancho. And the man just,
Yeah.
I wonder if,
Jump out.
what you call it? I wonder if the man go Saudi Arabia and bless you up with a little 60, 75 million, boy.
Let me try to start out here. The Premier League spend more money than Saudi Arabia this transfer window.
And I miss my boy Mount a little bit right now because matters like this, you just launch into head first. I have not the
Watch
time,
out.
not the patience, Dinesh.
He must be practicing to launch and damage his jaw. So he can't come out tonight.
Well, yes.
That man was the grinding in the teeth all over. I wonder what to say about Chelsea. I wonder.
Imran, any last words before we go?
Yeah, Chelsea had to feel it for much longer to come. Much longer.
I feel they're going
Dead
to feel it.
serious. I see it.
They're
I
building
see
a
it.
real
They're
team.
going to struggle again. I tell him that from the start. I tell him they needed a defensive midfielder to kind of hold that midfield together. Caicedo was supposed to be the answer, so it's just a matter of time for him to click. But until he click, I will keep laughing. I will keep coming back here every single weekend and catching my kicks. And Finch,
Well, it's the
as long as you keep the letters behind you, I will
Don't
keep
worry.
spelling
I will take that.
CHEATER.
All I want to do is just qualify for Champions League next year. After that, we go build.
Well, that's it for today. It's the international break. Before we go, I'm going to big up a youth from Presentation College South, Dante
PSV
Kilgood.
Eindhoven.
The man
Big
signed
up
for
yourself.
PSV Eindhoven. PSV
And I
Eindhoven,
don't know if
2-year
I'll talk
contract
about AK
as a
Athens.
midfielder. Nice. I like to see we local
If
youths.
he-
I like to see any Trini do good.
If he play good enough, Ten Hag will buy him. Yeah,
Then I'll go buy him. No, but you don't treat him one Trini bad. Sancho's half Trini.
Sancho.
Imran, they know that.
Serious?
Yes.
I mean-
I remember that from last year.
Yeah.
Somebody buzzed that mark.
Sancho's a half Trini and the treating him man so you know I hate Ten Hag more.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, it was nice. Check us next week. You might catch the Chelsea man in between, but if not,
I'm looking
he
for
has to take
ClapBack.
that man and solo it this time. Later.
A hard pill to swallow. All right, we out.
Yeah, man. Fellas.